I'm going to give you 4 things that you should be doing that will help you to retain that length after coming out of a protective hairstyle. So I like to call these 4 steps the take down process. So after you've done your protective hairstyle, you've carried it for a month, 2 months, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, it's now time to take down that protective hairstyle. This is where the work comes in. You've done a lot protecting that hair, tucking the ends of your hair away, moisturizing the ends of your hair. You've done all these things in that period that you've been protecting your hair. Now is the takedown process, which if you are not careful, all your efforts can be a waste. So I call this the takedown process. And under this, I'm going to say number 1 is the state of your hair. So what I mean by the state of your hair is what state is your hair in at that moment, at that time that you want to take down that protective hairstyle. So this is very important because if you're not careful, you can lose your hair. I keep mentioning this because your hair could be very, very dry at that point. It's very important to be careful because that takedown process is the most important part of this process, because that is what determines whether you get to keep your length or not. Is your hair dry? Is your hair frizzy? Is your hair, tangled and matted, most especially at the roots? Depending on what hairstyle you've been carrying, but the state of your hair matters a lot. So you need to determine what state your hair is in so that you know the next step, which I'm going to be mentioning right about now. My number 2 step, which is what product do you use to take down your protective hairstyles? So if you haven't watched my takedown video after my protective hairstyle, I will leave a link so you can go watch that there. I shared what I used to take down my protective hairstyle. What came out of my hair was little to nothing. That day was a game changer for me, and I'm sticking to that process. So I would encourage you to seek for product that has slip, like conditioners. So it can be a leave-in conditioner, it can be a deep conditioner, just something to help you take down your protective hairstyle. So you don't want to take down your hair while it is dry, just like that, while it is tangled at the roots. Once it's tangled at the roots, sorry guys, like there's literally nothing you can do to help that situation. So what you need is a product that would help you. You can use flaxseed, you can use aloe vera. Because of its slimy nature, it will help you to really walk through those tangled knots and dryness and frizziness on your hair. So number 3, the state of mind while taking down your hair. One of the causes of baldness, hair breakage, hair thinning is stress. Once you're stressed inside, there's really nothing you can do other than to distress, like de-stress, if that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say is that when you want to take down your protective hairstyle, you want to make sure you're in the right frame of mind, because if you're stressed, if you're tired, if you're angry, if there's too much going on with you, you will take down that style in a rush. So that period when you're not just in the mood, you're not just in for any touchy of your hair or trying to take down any hairstyle. Just leave your hair alone and do it when it's convenient for you. Because if you take down your hairstyle when you're stressed, when you're worked up, when you're angry, when a lot is going on in your mind and you're just not in that space at that time, you're just going to be ripping your hair out. So what I practically do is each time I want to take down my protective hairstyle, and I know it's going to take me a couple of hours, especially when I'm doing mini twist. Girl, I like to just sit in front of the TV and watch some movies or just listen to something. Sometimes you see my earpods on my ears. I'm listening to something. I can be making my hair and making video at the same time, but I'm listening to something. It keeps my mind off of what I'm doing, and makes me, faster. It makes me quicker. It makes the process soothing, relaxing for me and not stressful, so that I don't rip my hair out. So just make sure that you're in that space at that time to take down that hairstyle. Otherwise, sorry, you're going to bring out a bunch of hair like this from your head. It seems insignificant, but trust me, these little tips here and there are those things that really carries weight and really matters. Number 4 would be, how long should you take down your protective hairstyle? So I'm the kind of person that I want to put my hands on my hair now, and I want to make sure I finish everything. If it will take me hours, I'll dedicate hours to it, and I'll take down that style. But it doesn't have to be so. I mean, it works for me, right? But it might not work for you. So how long should you take down your protective hairstyle? There is no time placement to that. It's just depending on your schedule, depending on what you're doing at the time, depending on how free you are, or how busy you are, or your state of mind as well. So if you're taking down your protective hairstyle, you just feel tired, you just feel like you can't deal anymore, just pack up that hair and just leave it alone. So I've seen people who take some days to take down their protective hairstyle, so it works for them. But me, I like to just do it once and for all. I do it mostly at night when everywhere is calm. I can just watch some movies and do my thing, and I'll be done with it. That might not be for you, so just take your time. Take your time, guys. Take your time. If you can do a few sections today and the next day you continue to take your time, the most important thing is that you're taking your time as much as you can and doing what you need to do part time, so that you don't rip your hair out. Remember, you've been on that protective hairstyle for a while, for a long time. You have accumulated some length and also some shedding. Some hair must have shed out, and then your hair, the state of your hair might not be so palatable at that time. It's looking old and everything is looking all funny. So you want to make sure that your takedown is, make it as smooth as possible for you. You determine that process. So if it will take you a week to take down your mini braids, your mini twists, please do it. No wonder some people, when they do protective style back to back, but there's no results, there's no progress, there's no improvement in their hair. Maybe one of these things you've been faulting in it. So do check these 4 tips that I've given you. Go over it again if you need to watch this video again, so that you know where you are missing it. Those are the things I wanted to come up here and share with you guys. So if you watched this video up to this point and you enjoyed every bit of it, please give this video a huge thumbs up, like this video, share this video to those who might really need this information. And also don't forget to put your comment down below. Like I said, if you're just meeting me for the first time, you just see my face for the first time, you like my channel, you like what I share, please drop your name in the comment section. I want to get to know you as well and interact with you as much as I can. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.